Have you ever heard of what a Lamed Vavnik is? There's this old tradition, goes back to the Talmud, that there are 36, right? Lamed Vav is 36. There are 36 silent, righteous people we don't know about, and upon them the world exists. Without these 36 and their actions, their stealth actions, there is no world. If you like, I think in this week's Torah portion we meet our first Lamed Vavnik in history, our first silent righteous person, and it's Pinchas. And we know what happens, right? We know the story here. Bilam and Balak tried to curse us last week. It didn't work, so they do the next best thing. They bring Midianites to tempt us, and that works, and we go and do idolatry. God gets, very angry, and a plague comes about. We start dying, and in the heat of the moment, while everyone's sleeping with everyone, Pinchas gets up. I don't know about you, but I always grew up thinking that what makes Pinchas a hero is that everyone knew what had to happen, but he was the only one with the guts to do it, right? Everyone knows that sleeping with the Midianites is wrong and adultery is wrong, but he's the only one who gets up with a spear, kills a prince from the tribe of Shimon and the Midianite together, and the plague stops. And I thought that was the thing. That's what makes him a righteous person, right? That's what makes God tell him, you get my peace, Brit Shalom, right? What does God give Pinchas for killing the prince of Shimon and the Midianite? Brit Shalom, I give you peace. I learned this week, reading the Talmud, that this was not the case. Our first question is, what does it mean that as a result of Pinchas, saving the day, and it seems that it's as a result of doing what everyone else thinks is the right thing to do, what does it mean that God gives him peace, right? Shalom, right? Abraham, the forefathers, usually God gives out better stuff, right? He gives things like, an abundance of kids, Chevron, what is this shalom, this arbitrary peace? According to the Talmud, the situation here could not be more than 180 degrees. Nobody had a clue what was the right thing to do. What does this mean? Let's get into the halakha, to the Jewish law. According to Jewish law, Pinchas put himself in a very big pickle, a very tricky situation, and it goes like this. So, Pinchas sees the Shimonite prince with the Midianites, and they're doing the thing, and he comes with a spear. Had he killed them the moment they finish the sin, and he kills them, he then has to be killed, because according to Jewish law, you can only take the law to your own hands when you catch them in the act. But if you're a moment too late, it's finished, Pinchas would have to be killed. And these are matters of split seconds. Furthermore, had the Shimonite prince felt that Pinchas is coming, turn around, according to Jewish law, the Shimonite prince was allowed to kill Pinchas because of din rodef. Because when someone comes to pursue to kill you, it's self-defense, you're allowed to kill them. Meaning Pinchas was putting himself in a very prickly situation. Not only that, he brings himself into the Shimonite camp. He's a Levi. Once you kill their prince, they're all going to kill you. Moreover, we're told in the Talmud that Pinchas comes to Moshe, right, to his uncle, and says to him, what am I supposed to do? Isn't it clear that we should be killing this person? Look what the Shimonites are doing. And Moses doesn't know what to say. Moses tells him this some arbitrary, he who opens the letter shall execute its orders. What does that even mean? So Pinchas is doing something that no one has a clue what to do. He takes a risk. He feels it's the right thing. And God then says, you get peace. In fact, the Talmud also teaches us that after Pinchas does this, he argues with God. He doesn't pray, he argues to God and says, you're bringing a plague, you're killing 24,000 people for a bit of people, shtupping. What's going on here? He argues. The angel of death apparently gets so upset, he wants to kill Pinchas. Meaning, look at how much Pinchas is endangering himself for what he feels is right. And that's when God says to the angel of death, no, I'm giving him peace. So what does this peace mean? If we look at this Torah portion, it's all about names. It's about the potential a person has. It's about nature versus nurture, right? Who Pinchas is. The Bible wants to know who this Shimonite is. What is his name? Who committed the crime? It's all about names. It's all about the nature in which we are born, the name which determines how we're going to act, and also the nurture, how we grow up, and how we decipher difficult situations in life. If you take the word shalom, which is what God gave Pinchas, shalom is built by two external letters, shin and mem, which means Shem. Hidden in each and every one of our names is Lamed Vav. The potential to be a Lamed Vavnik, the potential to be one of the 36 stealth righteous people upon which the world stands. And I think we meet here for the first time, Pinchas, the first Lamed Vavnik, and the Bible's teaching us what it takes to become that. Quite an impossible thing. Thoughts on Pinchas and the Torah portion. Shabbat Shalom.